Well, hey everybody, Mr. Reeves back with you. And again, today we are continuing to look at understanding percent. We're going to be breaking it up into a few different ways to look at it. This first part, we're going to be looking at a common way you see percent modeled, and that's using grids. Because when you have a 10 by 10 grid like we have here, you get 100. And as you all know, percents are ratios that are always have a denominator of 100. So in this particular example, we have some students shooting free throws. One got 17 out of 25, one got 33 out of 50, one got 14 out of 20, and we might want to answer the question, which one of them did the best? Well, if we convert their ratios to a percent, it will be easier to compare them, because when we do that, the denominator on all of them will be 100. And when we have that common denominator, we can compare them. So we're actually going to turn them into percentages. Okay, so let's start here by taking a look at this first one. 17 out of 25. So let's first look at 25. So if I take this grid here, if I go to this corner, if I go over 5 and I go down 5. Well, what do I have? I have a 5 by 5 grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 by 5 is 25. Well, this player got 17 out of those 25. So there's one row of 5. There's 2 rows of 5. That makes 10. 3 rows of 5. That makes 15. And we put 2 more. So that picture represents player 1, right? So let's go ahead now and look at player 2. Let's go ahead and use a different color here. All right, 33 out of 50. So instead of shooting 25 free throws, this player shot 50. So I'm going to go over 10 and down. Let's see here. 5, did I get it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 5 by 10 is 50. And then I'm going to color in 33. So there's one row of 10. Then we have 20. Then we have 30 colored in, right? But this we need to do 3 more. All right, so that represents what player number 2 did. How about player number 3? Player number 3 got 14 out of 20. All right, so 20 is going to be 2 rows of 10, right? So there's 1 row of 10, 2 rows of 10. So there's our 20. All right, let me try that again because it jumped up a little on me. Let's see if we can get any better. Sometimes when I try this, it actually turns out worse. All right, well, it did the same thing. That's all right. So for this one, we're going to go ahead and do 14. Well, right there is 1 row. Whoops, I went down a little bit. 1 row of 10, and then we need 4 more. Well, isn't that convenient? I overwrote 4. All right, so there is 14. 10 plus 4 is 14. So the problem with trying to compare those is they're all different sizes, right? Each of those shaded areas is a different size. But if we fill up the whole grid to 100, we can compare them. So if I were to ask you, how many of those 25s do I need to fill the whole grid of 100? Well, the answer is I need 4 of those, right? And if I were to ask you, how many of those 50s do I need to fill that grid of 100? Well, that would be 2 of those. And how many of those 20s, right? Well, there's 1, right? And then I need 5 of those. 20 times 5 is 100. So I need to make 3 more of these blue ones, right? 1 more of the green one and 4 more of the red one. And then I will have the entire grid filled in. Okay. With fear and trepidation, we're going to see what I can do here. All right. There's 1. Not too terribly bad, Mr. Reeves. There's 2. All right. And there is the third one. So now we have 4 out of 4. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shade in the same amount. So I had 17, right? So 5, 10, 15, and then 2 more makes 17. All right. 5, 10, 15. And 2 more makes 17. And finally, 5, 10, 15, and 2 more makes 17. So when I color all those in, how many total do I have colored in? Well, I had 17, but I did, whoops, wrong color. I had 17, but I did 4 of them. 17 plus 17 is 34, and 34 plus 34 is 68. So what does that tell me? That tells me that first player who got 17 out of 25 scored a percentage of 68. 68% of his or her free throws were made. All right. Now, what about this next one? This player number 2 who got 33 out of 50. Well, thankfully, all I have to do is make one more of these ones because 50 goes into 100 2 times, right? And then I'm going to color in the same amount, which was 33. So there's a row of 10. There's a row of 20. Looks like I missed the end. There's the row of 30. And then I need 3 more, right? You'll notice now the green takes up the same amount of space as the blue did. So I can easily compare these. I had to multiply by 2. 33 times 2 is 66, right? So 33 out of 50 is equal to 66%. 33 out of 50 is equal to 66%. So now if I said which of these players did better, you could quickly see, well, 68 is just a little bit bigger than 66. So player 1 did slightly better than player 2 did. All right, now what about player 3? Player 3, this is the one that's really going to put me to the test because 20 goes into 105 times. See how this is the smallest one? So I need 5 of these total, and it would be good, Mr. Reeves, if you actually did them the right color. Let's try. That's not what I wanted to do. I want this right here. That's what I wanted. Here we go. All right, so there's my second one. There's my third one. There's my fourth one. I missed the end a little bit. Oh, well. And my fifth one is here. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I'm not going to let that last one be like that. We got to do a little bit better, slightly better. Okay, and on each of these, how much do I want filled in? I want 14, which is 10, right, plus 4. 10 plus 4. You know, if I was really good, I would have a copy and paste feature thing going on. And then I would just copy and paste these in. But hey, coloring is kind of fun, right? And lastly, 10 plus 4. All right, so what did I have here? I had 14 each time, right? I had 14 here, and 14 here, and 14 here, and 14 here, and 14. It was 14 out of 20. I had 5 of those. 14 times 5 is 70. So player 3 got 14 out of 20. His or her percentage is 70%. So what does that tell you? That player 3 did the best. So do you see how percentage can really help us? It gives us that common point of reference. So we can always say what things are compared to each other because it will always be out of 100. All right, and that's going to be the end of this video. Next time, we're going to be looking at the relationship between fractions and percent. Till next time, bye.